Tuesday today. I think it's Tuesday. I have to check. I've had a couple of days downtime since the shopping trip. It's a really long, arduous trip, and my health isn't superb, so I tend to find that by the time I get back I need a little bit of recovery time, so I do bare minimum for the next couple of days of the prep and things like that, and try and get the stuff just go on as it needs. So it's also been really hot. It's 35 degrees at the moment and about 50% humidity. Supposed to be a bit of rain this afternoon, maybe some tomorrow, but we'll see. Forecasts aren't particularly reliable around here. So I've got some stuff done this morning. So I shredded up a whole lot of zucchinis that were missed while I was gone. I've got a dehydrator full of shredded zucchini that I'm just going to use for soups and stuff over winter. I also made 2 loaves of zucchini bread, and zucchini bread uses 5 cups of shredded zucchini, which is nice. It makes 2 loaves. I'm also attempting to make a jam roll for the trifle. Budget was a bit tight this shopping trip, so I didn't grab a few things that I was going to, including some of the Christmassy type stuff. So I'm attempting to make a jam roll myself to use for trifle. Maybe a little ambitious. We have a gas oven with no fan because we don't have it set up to power, and no thermostat, so we have to manually adjust the temperature. So the bottom of this one's a little crispy. It cracked a little bit when I tried to roll it, so we'll see how it goes. I'll roll it out soon. And now I'm going to make some raspberry lime cordial, because we've got the box of limes that I got from the fruit and veg store that I'm going to do something with. So I've just juiced half a dozen of those to make some raspberry lime cordial to go with our soda stream machine. And then I think I plan to make some dairy-free ice cream as a trial for the kids, and maybe some sugar cookies. They're really looking forward to making the this Christmas tree star stack sugar cookies, so we might do those as well. We'll see how we go. But for the moment, let's keep going with the cordial. And we've got 600 grams of frozen raspberries with 2/3 of a cup of lime juice, which I just squeezed fresh, and I'm just going to leave in the bowl for the juice to defrost them. I'm going to boil up 12 cups of water with probably about 3 cups of sugar on the stove, and then I'm going to add it to this, let it sit, come to room temperature, and then I'm going to stick it in the fridge probably for 24 hours to steep, and then I'll strain it and we can use it with our soda stream. I'm going to carefully pour the hot sugar water mix over the berries. I'll let that cool a little bit, and then I'll cover it and let it come to room temperature, and then I'll find somewhere in the fridge to put it. Let it sit in the fridge until tomorrow, and then I'll strain it and shove it through the strainer. I'll probably keep some of the solids. I'll see how I go with it. Daryl prefers not to have any sort of fruit bits in his cordials, but I don't mind, so we'll see how it looks after the 24 hours. Alright, the sugar cookie dough. It's done. Yeah. It looks pretty good. You're going to stick it in the fridge for a bit to cool down. It's so hot here that even if it's a no-chill dough, it's going to need it in this weather. So it's dairy-free as well, which means that the fats don't hold together as well in the heat. So I'm going to stick this in the fridge in I'm going to split it into a couple of batches and stick it in the fridge. Some discs. So we'll do that. Alright, in a jug, two cans of coconut cream.
Can I put one in?
Okay.
Jug. I'm gonna smell frozen.
Careful. Can you grab a spatula on it?
on it, spatula?
No, I don't want water in there. I only need coconut cream. Can you get a spatula, please?
Spatula.
This one here.
It's on it, don't worry.
Got it all out. Half a cup of maple syrup. So this.
So pull away.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Yep.
The entire thing?
Yep. Pour it in.
It just disappears.
That's fine.
God.
Mix it a little bit before you.
I don't want you out. Oh, peanut butter. It smells like peanut butter.
It's almond butter.
Mm.
So it's almonds turned into butter, just like peanuts turned into butter. So you want half a cup of it. So use the spoon to scoop it in there so you don't get too much liquid.
Can I taste it? It's nice. Let me put it in.
Scrape it off into the thing. Use the spatula if you need to.
That's definitely like peanut butter. It disappears. Mom, it's still working. It disappeared. Definitely tastes like peanuts. How many of these, Mom?
Just one.
It didn't. It smells nice. Very nice. 15 minutes left of recording.
Alright, needs to go on the Thermomix.
No, it doesn't. The lid doesn't go in yet. There. Okay, let's see. Okay, Mom. What number?
Just wait, okay? Turn it on. Turn it up slowly. Put it on properly. To about 4 or 5 and let it run for 20 seconds or so.
Nothing is so out. Is this there?
Alright, so it's all done. So now we're just going to stick that in the fridge for a little bit until the ice cream bowl freezes, and then we'll churn it in the ice cream maker, okay? So put the lid back on it.
Put this in there.
It's fine. And we'll find a spot in the fridge to put it.
Let's go.
So the kids mixed up the dairy-free ice cream. It's sitting in the fridge at the moment to chill while the ice cream mixer bowl is in the freezer as well. I've got brine for avocado pickles on the stove, 1 part vinegar, 1 part water, bit of sugar, bit of salt, and I'm going to cut up these avocados that we've still got left here. see what's still okay. This was the free box that we got in the food hamper, but then I went on the monthly shopping run and I sort of ran out of time to get stuff done, so they've been sitting in the fridge. Some are okay, some aren't, so I'll cut them up and see what I can salvage and use, and then we'll try the avocado pickles. So unfortunately there were a lot of those avocados that weren't much use, which I expected, having waited a week before using them. Pulled out as much as I could. Had to be fairly firm to be used for the pickles because it's going to soften in the heat of the brine anyway. They look quite good. I don't know, we'll give them a go. They should be nice spread on toast or on bagels or whatever. And it gives us another couple of weeks to use those. I have some brine left, so I'm just going to do a quick pickle of some carrots because the kids really like quick pickled carrots. So I'm just going to slice some of them up and put them in a jar and use the rest of this brine. Unrolled the jam roll and it all broke into pieces, so it was a little overcooked on the bottom. Gas stove, no thermostat as I said, so it got a little bit crispy on the bottom, so it all broke up. But it tastes perfect, so I'll give it another go tomorrow. We've got plenty of eggs at the moment, so that's not an issue. And I might try putting it a rack further up, temperature lower for a bit longer maybe. I'm not sure, but I'll give it another go tomorrow. 5 p.m. and finishing up everything for the day. So I'm straining the raspberry cordial at the moment. I have the ice cream in the churn, and we did the first half batch of the sugar cookies. Straining the raspberry cordial. Look at that gorgeous colour. That's going to taste really good, I reckon. And I'm smushing as much of the fruit as I can through the sieve as well. But I think that's going to taste really nice with our soda stream. Now we also finished up our sugar cookies. So the plan is to make these tree stacks. There's flies everywhere. But we have excess stars, and we'll make a couple of these tree stacks with some icing. And we have the ice cream churning. It's a very hot day though, and I'm really not sure if we're going to get much in the way of a thick churn out of it. May have to put it in the freezer and just stir it. We'll see how we go. This is the first of the new shade structures over the kitchen extension installed. We still have to attach it. It's screwed to the floorboards, but it's not particularly attached, and we have a second one to go in there as well. Kids are fed. Ham and salad, easy dinner. And I went for a shower while the sun was still up so that I could wash my hair, because the power usage of the pump is quite considerable. Now it's raining. I'm sure you can hear it. We didn't get a chance to get the second canopy up, which is a bit of a bummer, but the first one's working well, so that's good. There's not supposed to be extensive rain, but it's pretty heavy actually, so we'll see how that goes. Supposed to get some rain late tomorrow too. Actually, it looks like it's hail. Little tiny bits of hail. Yep, hailing. Interesting. Wasn't aware that that was forecast, but you know. Anyway, that's it for today. I think everything else has been done that I need to get done other than editing this video. Hope you enjoyed watching, if you can even hear me anymore, and I will catch you on the next one. Please subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when we send out more videos. Thank you.